Today, we're going to be looking at 5 teams that would have been absolutely stacked if everyone was in their prime. We're going to be starting it off in the current NBA, but we'll also go back to past seasons throughout this video. The 2 teams that we're going to be looking at for this current season are the Los Angeles Clippers and the Golden State Warriors. The Clippers, of course, have Kawhi, Russ, Harden, and PG, and they've been incredible this year in real life without prime Westbrook, and a version of Harden who isn't as good as he once was. He's still great, don't get me wrong, but imagine if they had Rockets Harden. It would really get crazy. They've also got like prime Norman Powell and PJ Tucker. And checking out the Golden State Warriors, they get prime CP3, Curry, Clay, and Draymond, and also Andrew Wiggins. I think we're destined to see the Golden State Warriors and Los Angeles Clippers facing off in the conference finals this season, but we'll have to get to the playoffs and see how it goes. Season is wrapped, of course. Basketball mastermind Luka Doncic wins the MVP award. Tyronn Lue wins 70-12. Yeah, the Clippers, they were cooking this season. Russell Westbrook, All-NBA second team. Chris Paul also made the second team, and then Steph Curry was on the third team. The Warriors were good, but not nearly as good as the Clippers. As a matter of fact, they weren't even better than the Nuggets. They only won 54 games, and to be totally honest with you, I'm not sure why. You put all this talent on one team, and you don't even crack 60 wins? That seems crazy to me. But they did make a trade during the season. They traded Prime Wiggs for DeMar DeRozan. I mean, I feel like that would have made them even better. Maybe I don't know ball. I mean, it makes sense why the Clippers were so good. They were getting almost 90 points per game of offense just from their top 4 players. That is ridiculous. But without any more talking, let's get into the playoffs. Round number 1, the Clippers are taking on the Lakers, a battle of LA, and the Warriors are taking on OKC. The Clippers are going to beat the Lakers in 5, and the Warriors are headed to a Game 7 against the Thunder. Are you kidding me? Golden State, y'all better not let me down like this. There's no way y'all lose in the first round. All right, they're going to get out of round 1. Klay Thompson, 28 points, Steph with 24, DeRozan with 24, and now they're going to be taking on the Nuggets. That's going to be tough for them. Meanwhile, the Clippers are taking on the Mavericks. They've got to take down the MVP, Luka. The Warriors, of course, have to take down the multiple-time MVP, Nikola Jokic. The Warriors end up taking care of the Nuggets in 6, and the Clippers make easy work of the Mavericks. And now we've got the matchup we've all been waiting for, Warriors versus Clippers here in the conference final. Game number 1 of the series goes to the Warriors. The Warriors are up 2-0 early. Clippers will take game 3. Warriors take game 4. Clippers take game 5. So this game 6 is going to be big for LA. They've got a chance to potentially force game 7 and maybe make a 3-1 comeback. And it looks like the Clippers are going to force 7 here despite 28 from Steph. Yeah, Chris Paul with a signature CP3 playoff performance. Paul George was hooping, Russ did his thing, Zubac was really good, Bones Highland with 13 in 9 minutes, and now we've got a game 7 coming up. Are the Warriors about to blow a 3-1 lead? It sure looks like it. The first quarter was really rough for Golden State. Yeah, they're done for. The Clippers are going to take care of them here. Russell Westbrook wins conference MVP, and the Warriors blow a 3-1 lead. We've seen that movie before, haven't we? And in the finals, the Clippers have the Milwaukee Bucks. This is a tough team, I'm not going to lie to you. Maybe they give the Clippers some problems. Game number 1 of the series goes to the Clippers. They're up 2-0. Okay, never mind. It looks like the Clippers are going to make easy work of the Bucks. They beat them in 5. The Brody wins finals MVP. Shout out to Russell Westbrook. Next up, we got the 2021 Lakers. This probably would have been the greatest team of all time if every single player was in their prime. I mean, this is a ridiculous squad here in Los Angeles. They've even got some cool little role players like Avery Bradley, Malik Monk, Austin Reeves, Kendrick Nunn. Like this team is insane. And I feel like they're just gonna run through the league. There is no comp for them. I predict 75 plus wins on the season. And also, if you're enjoying the video so far, I'd really appreciate if you consider subscribing. We're trying to hit 100K by the end of the year. Thank you guys so much for all your support on the channel. Season is wrapped. The Lakers ended up winning 73 games. Now, I do remember this one time there was a team that won 73 games and didn't end up winning the ring, so we'll see if that happens again. Also, LeBron won MVP, Dwight won DPOY, and Darvin Ham, of course, coaching mastermind, won Coach of the Year. I don't really think there's going to be a team that's going to give us any comp in these playoffs. Maybe I'm coming into it a little too cocky, but I just don't see how we're going to be stopped. Round number 1, we're taking on the Portland Trail Blazers. Yeah, sorry, lame time. Get out of here. Round 2, we got the Clippers. Battle of LA. Y'all got cooked. And conference finals, we got the Grizzlies. LeBron versus Dillon Brooks. The matchup we've all been waiting for. Game 1 of the series goes to us. We're up 2-0. We're up 3-0. Oh, Dillon didn't stand a chance. And in the NBA Finals, we're taking on the Celtics. Okay, this Celtics team is pretty crazy. JT and JB, the left-hand dribbling mastermind, Jaylen Brown. They've got Al Horford, Rob Will, Marcus Smart. Game 1 of the series goes to the Celtics. No way! I know I said it was going to be tough, but I didn't expect this at all. We finally take a game in Game 3. We also win Game 4, setting up a big Game 5 with the series all tied up. Alright, it looks like we're going to win this Game 5. So we started off down 2-0, won 3 in a row, and now we've got a chance to close it out and win the championship here in Game 6. Well, I guess Boston stopped trying or something after they got that 2-0 lead. They thought it was sweet. We went ahead and just cooked them. Jaylen Brown had 31. It's not going to be enough. Bron wins Finals MVP. Oh my goodness, he shot 61% from the field, 64 from 3, averaged over 13 assists per game. That's insane. Next up, we got the 2020 Brooklyn Nets. So let me tell y'all something about this team. When they had KD, Kyrie, Harden, then they signed Blake Griffin, I thought it was over for the game of basketball that I loved. I thought they were about to have a Warriors type of run and just destroy the league. Now, obviously, I was wrong. A lot of things went wrong for this Brooklyn team, but man, y'all can't tell me when y'all saw that Woj notification talking about they traded for James Harden, I was like, whoa, GG's. But obviously it didn't end up working out. With everyone in their prime though, I doubt there's a team in the league that can slow down this Brooklyn squad. Season is wrapped. Shout out to Jacque Vaughn winning Coach of the Year. 69 wins. Low-key, I thought we'd be better. We did have a couple All-NBA players. KD and James Harden made it. And with our 69 wins, we were the #1 seed in the conference. Bro, I just realized we got Tyrese Halliburton on the team. What? We traded DeAndre? We also traded for Clint Capella, but oh my goodness, Tyrese trade, that's wild. Round number 1, we got Charlotte. We're not worried about them. We beat them in 5. Round 2, we got the Celtics. We sweep them. Conference finals, we got Milwaukee. It's a 3-2 series here. Hold on, Milwaukee. They traded for DeRozan. A lot of trades going on in this league. So let's go ahead and hop in the Simcast, see if we can beat Milwaukee in this Game 6. We don't want it to go 7, obviously, and it looks like it just might. The Bucks are kind of cooking here. Oh, man. We got a close one. Finally, we get some gameplay. We're down by 7 here, but there's still plenty of time to go. About a minute and a half left in the game, and we have possession of the ball. This is definitely doable. James Harden gives it into Kyrie Irving. Irving is defended by Holiday, one of the best defenders in the league right now. He's going to swing it over to Halliburton and then get the ball right back. This team's got a lot of guard play, especially with Halliburton. Anyways, Kyrie going to give it over to Harden. Harden going to pump fake on DeRozan. Shot clock starting to wind down. James needs to make his move, and he's kind of getting clamped right now. We got to put up a shot, James. He puts up the layup and misses it. It's rebounded by Antetokounmpo. Now it goes to DeMar DeRozan. DeRozan's playing slow, and that's smart. No need to speed up. He's going to fake, swing it over to Jordan Nwora. Nwora gives it over to DeMar DeRozan. DeRozan, with the shot clock winding down, needs to make his move. He's going to fake, go up with the layup, and hit it. I think that's going to do it. We end up losing here in Game 6. The Bucks are going to take us to 7. A monster game from Giannis Antetokounmpo, 25 and 24. So it all comes down to this. Game 7, the prime Brooklyn Nets looking to punch their ticket to the NBA Finals, where they could be facing the Lakers if they win this one. And oh, we've got another one. It is a 3-point game. Minute 30 to go here. We got to jump in. Jordan Nwora going to inbound it to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo is defended by James Harden. I hate this matchup. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Giannis is about to cook him. Giannis to the basket, swings it out to Holiday, who's wide open, and he misses the jumper. That's a big break for us. Now James Harden is moving in transition. He's defended by Drew Holiday here, gonna swing it over to an open Durant, and Durant misses. It's rebounded by Jordan Nwora. How did KD miss that one? And now the Bucks are gonna have another chance to tie this game up. Giannis to the basket, dunk is good, and we've got a 1-point game here. Giannis is having one of those games, 37 points on the night, 18 points in the paint. He's dominating down low. James Harden defended by Antetokounmpo here. He's gonna find Kyrie Irving. Kyrie pulls a 3 and knocks it down. Hey, that's why you gotta have Kyrie on your squad in the clutch. He knocks down big shots. Giannis Antetokounmpo can probably just attack this mismatch on Harden. He could really just post him up and get a bucket. Instead, Giannis is going to walk it back to the three-point line. Now he's trying to get to the basket. He fakes, finds DiVincenzo open for 3, and he misses. The Bucks are having a disaster class from the three-point line. They can't hit anything in the clutch. They're getting super clean looks, and none of them are dropping. Now, we're going to be playing the foul game, and with some really good free throw shooters like KD, Kyrie, Harden, I think we should be good to go in this game. As long as the Bucks don't hit a 3, we're probably in business. Oh my gosh, James Harden, I was just gassing up your free throw shooting, and you go out and brick one of them. All right, we need the second one out of you, at least, Mr. James, and he's going to go ahead and knock it down. We've got a 5-point game here. Bucks just used their last time out. Like I've been saying, just do not give up a three-pointer. Ball's going to go into DeMar DeRozan. DeRozan is defended by Harden here. DeRozan gets the screen from Bobby Portis, and he's going to go to the basket for a layup. He misses, gets his own board, going to fake, go back up, and hit it. As long as we make one free throw, we've probably got this game in the bag. KD, first free throw is cash. I think that's going to do it. We're moving on to the NBA Finals. 31 for Irving, 27 for Blake, 12 for Kevin Durant. But I guess it was enough to get the job done. We are moving on to the Finals, where we'll be taking on the Lakers. Remember when everybody thought, oh, we're going to get a Lakers-Nets Finals, whenever the Lakers had Russ and the Nets had KD, Kyrie, and Harden? This isn't even that version of the Lakers. This is back when they had Caruso, Schroeder, Marc Gasol, you know, that Lakers squad. Game number 1 of the series goes to us. Game 2 is going to go to LA. Game 3 also goes to the Lakers, and we're all tied up at 2 apiece after 4 games. I thought that this Nets team was going to be able to run through the league like some of the other teams we've had in this video, but obviously I was mistaken on that. It looks like the Nets will win game 5, so they can close it out in 6. LeBron just had 41 in game 5, so I think this series is far from over. Bron definitely wants to go out there and compete, and this game might just be close going into the 4th quarter. Let's go. It's all tied up. Minute 11 to go. Los Angeles Lakers have possession of the ball, and LeBron James is defended by Kevin Durant. KD versus Bron in the finals, reminiscent of Cavs versus Warriors. LeBron is going to get the screen from Montrezl Harrell. Beautiful bounce pass down to Harrell. He swings it to Gasol. Marc Gasol in the deep post swings it back out to Harrell. Shot clock winding down. Caruso's going to have to shoot. He pulls a 3 and misses. It's in and out. Now it's rebounded by Blake Griffin. Griffin going to swing it over to Tyrese Halliburton. Hallie finds Capella for an easy dunk. He was wide open there. LeBron James has the ball. James to the basket, spins, layup is off, and it's rebounded by Durant. Lakers don't need to foul. They just need to go for a clean stop here, and they'll be in business. James Harden has it. He's going to dump it down to Clint Capella. Capella swings it over to Irving for a layup. Kyrie coming through in the clutch. Like I told y'all earlier in that Bucks series, you want Kyrie on your team in these big moments. He comes through. Now the Lakers are down by 4, about 22 seconds to go. They need a bucket. Caruso gonna give it to LeBron James. James gonna pull a 3 ball. He misses, and I think that's gonna do it. The Brooklyn Nets are NBA champions. Kevin Durant wins Finals MVP, and we've got one last team before we wrap up this video. Do y'all remember when the notification hit that the Golden State Warriors signed DeMarcus Cousins back in 2018? I thought basketball as we knew it was over. Now, obviously that wasn't the case, but this team would have been absolutely insane if everyone was in their prime. You're talking about prime Durant, prime Curry, prime Boogie, Clay, Draymond, Iggy off the bench. Yeah, nobody's stopping this squad. I say that and we lost the first game of the season. That's crazy. This is back when James Harden was putting up ridiculous video game numbers and he wins MVP. We had an incredible season this year. Boogie and Steph made second team. Surprisingly, KD didn't make All-NBA at all. That's kind of weird. We were the 1 seed, 68 wins. The Rockets actually won the same amount of games as us. We might have some comp. Round 1, we're taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. We sweep them. Round 2, we got the New Orleans Pelicans, and we beat them in 6. And in the conference finals, here's this Rockets team. MVP Harden. They've got Chris Paul, Eric Gordon, PJ Tucker. Yeah, this is a solid team. Game number 1 of the series goes to the Rockets. They're up 2-0. We take game 3 and game 4, setting up a big game 5 with the series all tied up. And it looks like we are going to get the win in game 5. We are 1 win away from the NBA Finals, where if we win, we'll be taking on the Boston Celtics. Uh-oh, the Rockets are going to make it interesting here. We've got a game 7 coming up. Despite Boogie's 30, Harden at 35. Oh, Gerald Green. I forgot all about Gerald. We're headed to a game 7 here. This one's going back and forth, headed into the 4th quarter. Oh, we've got a close one. Y'all know we gotta hop in here. It's a 5-point game, less than 2 minutes to go. Rockets have possession of the ball. Isaiah Hartenstein on the inbound. He's gonna pass it into CP3. Chris Paul. Oh, that was a tough little dribble move from CP3. Paul's kind of in his bag right now, going to the basket on Steph Curry. Gonna put up a short jumper and miss it. It's rebounded by Cousins. Cousins is going to pass it right over to Steph. Steph going to work on Paul, swings it over to Durant. Durant is defended by Harden. He's got the size advantage, but he swings it to Boogie. Now it goes back to KD. Durant over to Thompson for an open midi, and Klay knocks it down. That's a big shot from Thompson, giving the Warriors a 7-point lead. Rockets need a bucket right now. I don't know why they're not going to Harden, but that was a nice little pick and roll between Paul and Hartenstein. I mean, this game is still within reason for Houston. If you're Golden State, you definitely want to get a bucket. Steph gets the screen from DeMarcus Cousins, has some room, and he's not going to pull the jumper. I thought he was going to take the 3 or maybe the 2, but instead he swings it to Klay. Now it goes to Boogie for a layup. He misses. Rockets grab the rebound. It goes over to Chris Paul. Paul has been doing pretty much all the playmaking in this game so far. Now he's going to swing it over to Tucker. Tucker over to Hartenstein. Man, get the ball to James Harden. McKenzie for 3. He misses. It's rebounded by Cousins. Now it goes up to Iguodala. Fate of the universe on the line. I want Iguodala. We know he's hitting these free throws. First one for Iggy is good. Second one for Iguodala is also good. And now the Rockets are down 7. They might be cooked. Nene inbounding. It's going to go into Chris Paul. Paul gets the screen from Tucker. Steps back. 3-pointer. He misses. Jeez. We are moving on to the NBA Finals, where we'll be taking on the Boston Celtics. Over in Boston, they've got JT, JB, Kyrie. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is that Boston team. With injuries off, Gordon Hayward was cooking. Of course, they've got Kyrie as well. This is a tough squad. Game number 1 of the series goes to the Celtics. Game 2 is going to go to us. We take game 3 as well. We're up 3-1, and they're going to take game 5. So let's just close this out in 6. We don't want to have another 3-1 meltdown in the NBA Finals. It looks like we are going to get the dub in game 6. So we are NBA champions. The Golden State Warriors win a ring with a stacked squad. That's it for the video. Have a great day. Be sure to like and subscribe.